But I'm going here first. I can't remember why.
So.
Oh, no, I had things to take over here. But I had something else to do.
Sadly, Lucario doesn't get any super good physical steel moves.
I'm just glad we don't have a Alolan Lucario.
So,
or I'm not glad. I'm not sure.
Bullet Punch is wait, extreme speed. Lucario physically can get extreme speed.
And you say the Lucario doesn't get any good physical steel moves now. For all we know, in Sun and Moon, they could have finally given it Iron Head or.
Hey, Bullet Punch with priority, especially on the Mega Evolution, is like
I got Spellbinder.
You see, in Pokemon, I don't like Lucario. I like Aura Sphere. I forgot this Keyblade was in the game. Was this one added for Final Mix?
No.
Oh, it's just that.
I'm gonna do this. I'm not sure how I feel about doing this, but I'm gonna do it.
What are you going to do?
I equipped Spellbinder and lost 2 strength for 2 MP. Which means more arrow, but less.
And more stop. And more stop.
See, I also got Dumbo. Totally useful.
But that's just my thing about it. Is like I said, the only thing good about that team is Garchomp.
Lucario was OP in that game.
The only thing good about that team is
Togekiss was
Garchomp.
also OP in that game.
As was Rose Raid!
Garchomp.
And back then.
Plus, that Garchomp could tank an entire team by itself.
And back then, Spiritomb had no
The only thing good about Gen 5 is Hexorus and Bisharp.
I will fight you over that statement.
I never got the whole Bisharp draw.
Bisharp? Do you know what makes Bisharp broken now?
Guillotine?
No. Swords Dance knockoff Sucker Punch.
Bisharp, boys.
And one-hit kill moves are banned in competitive play, so.
Knockoff Sucker Punch.
Oh wow, they could have changed that name.
What?
That reaction command.
Oh.
I can hit and I can pull out.
Sorry, you better pull out, man.
You did say weird thoughts at the beginning.
Cynthia's team.
Also, doesn't have a different team in Black and White too?
No, I believe it's just a super version of
It's
her.
more of a defined for Platinum.
She doesn't Black and White, isn't she?
No,
yeah,
she's
she
lives in that one house.
Yeah, she's in
I thought the Super Boss was in Black and White too.
Black and White 2 is World
They-
You
her
can get all the
original-
champions and all the
Well, she was in the first one.
Cynthia!
Yeah, she's in that house.
They changed her team from Diamond and Pearl to Platinum. Platinum evening it out with very powerful, very broken Pokemon, especially within their generations.
Well, apparently she's not in Gen 6.
And also, just something else that it shows that if you think in creative ways, you can make Pokemon too easy. In Platinum, only on the first fight, her Garchomp's moves are Earthquake, Giga Impact, Brick Break, and Dragon Rush. If you use a Drifblim or a Gengar, it can only hit you as Dragon Rush.
But could you imagine, guys? Could you imagine Cynthia with Mega Evolution?
Which one would she get? Mega Garchomp or Mega Lucario?
The actual answer would probably be Mega Garchomp. Unfortunately, the correct answer should be Mega Lucario. That would be her
looking
best
at this
bet.
team, and the only thing I'm seeing is Garchomp and Roserade.
What are you talking about? Garchomp, Roserade, Milotic, Lucario.
I forgot you had a
Everything
Milotic.
except Spiritomb is OP in that game, specifically.
No, Spiritomb's OP back then because it had no weaknesses.
That's all it had going for it.
And 108 needs defense! You cannot super effectively beat it! Spiritomb can stall!
But I one-shot it every time.
What were you using?
No,
every time.
With level 100 Pokemon, yes.
Everything past that is just literally like, oh look, it's Garchomp again.
No, doesn't she have all the same Pokemon?
She basically has all the same Pokemon. She swaps out Roserade for like Togekiss, but that's about it.
You just know what you're talking about, man.
Like I said, all I'm seeing is Roserade and Garchomp, man.
You don't know what you're talking about, man.
I mean, there's a Glaceon right there, but all I'm seeing is Roserade and
What are you talking
Garchomp.
about? Hey,
Glaceon the diamond?
what did N have? Remind me what N had.
Okay, hold on.
Zekrom.
No.
Let's not talk.
Zoroark.
Let's not talk about him.
Then you fight
Madness.
Etsus, the real final boss. With his possibly actually legit attained Hydreigon. Now in Black and White 2, that thing's totally not
What
right.
about Dennis?
What?
What about Dennis?
What?
Genitas. Or Getsus.
Getsus?
Yeah, Getsus.
Etsus?
Cynthia.
They normally call, what is it? Everybody made fun of it because they like released the audio for his fight, and it sounded like it said it was chanting Dennis, and so he became.
I've heard
Dennis.
that before.
And so,
Yeah, I've heard people make a joke about that.
Cynthia's team is really good though.
No.
it is really good. It's amazing.
Because I was a stupid.
But she gets number 2.
You know, the funny thing is, I actually can't remember. You know, the funny thing is, I actually can't remember many specifics from when I played Platinum outside of the fact that I beat her with a Houndoom. All I remember is her last Pokemon was the Rose Raid, and I beat it with
I don't
Houndoom.
think I've ever seen you before. Hello, Tigger.
Because there's a stupid child.
Rose Raid is obnoxious in UU
What
nowadays.
did you do to your new friend Sora? You just bounced.
Out as
Oh god. Ends
Get some
team.
new exercise? Why, bouncing around is a lot more fun.
Ends team is nasty.
Huh?
Why do you bounce around so much, Tigger?
So, have people guided
I see a Zekrom, I see a Reshiram.
Speaking of which, my
the
phone-
Sun and Moon?
Right.
I see a Zorark. That's about it.
The Sun and Moon.
Zoroark had the potential to be really cool. I just.
The Sun and Moon demo leaks have people guiding the stats of.
You know what I'm mad about that leak?
What?
The legendaries have pre-evolutions.
Those do. I see why people think those are pre-evolutions, but when you actually look at them, they look nothing like the legendaries.
so.
But because two Pokemon's shiny color is slightly similar, that
What are you
must
talking
mean
about?
they're
The one-
related.
The one that's supposedly for the Mufasa looks like his face.
But it's a different color.
That doesn't mean anything. Surskit's a
Mufasa?
different type. When it evolves.
Mufasa?
Have you not seen the legendaries for that?
I have seen the legendaries for that game. That's why I'm laughing because you called him Mufasa.
I
He
think-
is.
And
He is though.
also, I believe a lot like all other bug types, Surskit is based off the lifespan of this one bug. So I believe.
Oh, okay. But my thing
I
is,
think the species
thing-
it's based off
my
of
thing is-
starts in the water and then gains wings. I could be wrong.
now
about
granted,
that.
if those aren't evolutions, we're good. But if those are evolutions, I have a problem.
You would hate Uranium then.
Legendary should not have. Well, Uranium's a fan game.
Well, another thing Uranium does, which I find is stupid, it's legendary, it has multiple forms, but it's not really an evolution thing, it's this weird
I
transformation
hate this
thing.
minigame.
This minigame is so bad. You don't have the tools to have.
Why can't you just pick him up and drag him away?
This game is what made me realize that Tigger is a dick.
How did you not realize that
You ever watched
before?
Winnie the Pooh?
I was about to say that.
Well, yeah, but
Even within
yeah, but as a child, I never thought, Tigger's a dick.
even within the
Hey,
context of
Hey, just wait until we make it to Halloween Town, guys. Just wait until we make it to Halloween Town. Are you ready for that tangent, Carter?
We are going to have a lot to say there.
Oh,
Did
no.
you ever finish the Lucario?
No.
That's surprising to
I
me. And
worked on the Torchic.
not the Weavile.
I still need,
Well, I had so many Lucario Raiolus that I have to look and see which ones I'm doing with.
I still need to work on the...
I gave you a perfectly good Sneasel.
Did I can't remember, did you ever give me the one?
Yes.
Anyway.
Weavile's busted. Love Weavile.
I need to work on that Sneasel and the Torchic, especially because of the nicknames I
Yes,
gave
isn't
both
it
of
like-
them.
Isn't it like amazing that Alan won the Pokemon League?
You know, this
Don't get me started on that.
okay, then I'll be the one to do that. Why did people expect that Ash was going to win?
No, it wasn't that we expected Ash to win.
No, it
was
was.
the blind faith that Ash might win.
The American anime
Because let's face
will
it,
be at that episode
Ash
soon.
could and should, by all logic, have won.
But he's never going to.
But by all logic, he could, should have,
yeah,
did not. But
Yes,
we really thought he might.
yes, he should have, but he's never going
I
to.
mean, by the 6th generation, you think about this point, Ash would be some kind of Pokemon master
It's
of some
It's
sort.
the issue is the fact that they're too scared to make a new character, except that all
No.
of us wanted Ash to win.
first of all.
And they could have come to, for some weird reason, he has to go to the other region.
First
No,
of all, it's,
And actually, it wasn't, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, it's not that Ash did not become the champion, it's that Ash lost to Alan. I could have cared
Then
less.
turned out to be evil.
He could have beat Alan, and lost to, like, one of the Elite Four
or
members.
something.
Because if he made it Diantha, I would have been mad if he won, or lost, because he basically already almost beat Diantha, but because his attack didn't connect, he didn't win.
but
So, well, as long as he beat Alan, who had already fought twice, also, which is my problem there, who can you fight twice and still not
Third
be better?
time's the charm, right?
Yeah, right. And he doesn't. He could have beat Alan and got beat by like the first Elite Four member because they do something stupid. They have something stupid and it beats his Pikachu, and I'd have been fine. I wouldn't have been happy, but it'd been
It's
okay.
the Elite Four.
and
But it
It's
would have
supposed to be.
been. But the fact that he lost Alan to Alan is my problem.
and with the Ash losing, first of all, the reason that they're never going to change Ash is not that they're scared, it's that people will complain when you change Ash
Yes,
out.
Digimon has
But-
proven this.
But you have Pokemon generations which you literally make because you're too scared to change.
But
That-
those are so short.
But like I said before, that's why
But
you
my-
do it because
no,
you're literally
here's-
scared to change.
here's
Ash,
my
but you know
problem.
people love red.
Here's my problem is the fact that they could change Ash.
No, the main reason.
That's what I was going to say. The second one is the other reason they can't change Ash. Ash is written in a way to be the most basic shonen protagonist. Ash will always lose, A, so this will show kids it's okay to lose, and B, so they will have
Yes,
little
but-
continuity between each
The
season.
anime
No,
was
but-
never intended.
But, okay, you're missing
No.
my whole point. I understand why Ash lost. My problem is the fact they lost to Alan specifically, especially the fact they lost to Blastbird. And it would've been
That I
an
will
epic-
give
Yeah,
you.
that's the
and it
part
would
that
have
angers
been, and it would
me.
have been an epic win, but he could have won and lost the Elite Four. But my whole entire problem with the fact that it's the fact they made Pokemon Origins and it was a hit.
It's that was
But-
to shut up the adults.
Except okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a second. I got a picture here, and you can leave this commentary in if you want.
You've shown the picture, and I know it's that the target audience for Call of Duty and stuff was adults, but kids played it. The target audience for Pokemon was kids, but adults played it. But the anime is Ash. This was described in an interview. They made the anime to go along with the games. At the time, it was so that kids would have a relatable character. They outright admitted that the anime was never meant to be a continuous continuity. It shifted to kind of be that as more adult fans began to appear, but they were trying to keep it vague so that new
This is
children playing the games could have a relatable character without 20 plus years of backstory.
This is the reason Ash's Pikachu's power fluctuates so frequently
But it
because...
doesn't change the fact that it's all stupid, and they could make a new protagonist.
But if they do, people are gonna start
No,
complaining.
but they could make a new. Okay, gosh, I don't want
And-
to do this.
What was that about Monstro? Monstro not being padding?
But I
No.
mean,
But no, here's the problem. Monstro is the fact that Monstro can literally appear at random now.
Oh yeah.
Monstro is a random encounter.
I believe didn't they fix that in this version?
No.
I've heard that they did, but never.
I believe they fixed that in the
So
And-
basically, it's quicker just to warp to Monstro because
And
every time you fly from
also-
Agrabah to Atlantica, you have the chance of running into Monstro.
I
And
believe-
they may have changed it to where if you warp to Monstro, you can go to him every time.
In the HD remix, I seem to remember they changed that random.
I don't know. I've never tried.
And
Pretty
also,
sure they did.
And also to go back to the Pokemon thing, the reason I say if they got rid of Ash, people would complain because they already did this. People seem to forget that many years ago they made an anime special based on Generation 2 about searching for Raikou, and everyone hated it because Ash wasn't the main character. Everyone wanted Ash back. But now everyone hates Ash and wants a
It's not that
different
we
main
hate Ash.
character.
It's that Ash has gone from being an underdog, which was an okay thing, to being nothing but an underdog. It defines his character. And it's one thing to be an underdog.
My
The
funny
whole
thing
point of
about
an
Ash is that Ash is not even an underdog anymore. Ash can literally beat everyone except the Pokemon League.
Right.
And that's what's
He
hilarious
has,
to
he
me.
has the most selective plot armor ever.
Because
Yeah,
he in the first season of Pokemon, he could barely beat a gym leader, didn't face half of them, still got badges from them, and then got bodied in the
Oh, yeah,
Pokemon
fun.
League.
Oh, yeah,
Makes
fun.
perfect sense. But ever since after that point, every gym leader Ash faced, he can beat them.
Oh yeah, fun fact, in the original anime, half of the badges he earns, he does not earn through a battle.
Yep.
And this is very...
Well, they got the case of the giggles. I guess you win. Makes sense to me.
and this is... Oh, we're here, so we can...
The sprinklers removed my Onyx's rock weakness. That makes sense, I guess.
Oh, we're here, so we
No,
can...
it removed
love
my
this
Onyx's
explanation.
ground.
Okay, guys, let's land.
Okay, guys, prepare for landing.
Donald.
Land where? In the sea? We'll drown.
Donald
Not with my
apparently
magic.
is such,
We won't. Just
Donald's
leave it
apparently
to me.
such a master mage that he can turn us into animals and mythical creatures.
Mhm.
But when we're fighting, he cannot seem to use the
He
correct
dies
spell.
at the beginning of the fight. Whack.
I hate this world.
Yeah,
Everyone dies.
This world would be okay, except for not only is it bad, but then it does just
So-
bad things.
so we can go back into super tangent mode then.
I hate this world.
I actually kind of enjoy it in the second game.
See, that's just my thing about Ash is that at this point Ash literally first season makes perfect sense. Ash had struggles. Ash didn't have a Pokemon. He was unexperienced as a trainer. Everything in the first season happened like it should have. Everything after the first season walks up to literally the first gym leader of Gen 2 bodies. Bodies every other gym leader, struggles with some, makes it to the
But-
Pokemon League, and after
Yeah.
beating all of
But-
those people, can't beat the Pokemon.
Well,
League.
we're
But
getting to
before-
the point. Yeah, we're going. And plus, as far as I've told, the Alola season doesn't even look like it makes sense.
Where are you from? We're from
The,
That trailer was weird, but and apparently Ash is in school.
there is trainer school.
I believe,
Why is
I
he
believe
in
they're
trainer
retconning.
school?
I believe
Because he
they're
realized-
retconning. I don't know. I
This
think
is
they're
the
I mean,
man.
I think they are too. At which point, Ash losing would be really dumb.
You question why he's in trainer school. This is the person that consistently for years would use electric types against Onyx.
but that worked because Pikachu's OP.
Well, and also that's another thing was the Ash being. I feel like I should be more angry about the selectively being OP, but the fact that he will occasionally lose, I like because he has.
Well, no. It's one thing to occasionally lose, or it's like one of the reasons I like Black and Zombies in Dragon Ball Super. Huge spoilers there, but Goku and Vegeta keep getting beat by them, but they're gonna find a way to beat him. That's the point.
But that,
Yeah.
No, when you make a protagonist, even if they can't always win, it has to be a point when they either grow from that and win,
And
or they stagnate and they become a worthless character, which is what Ash has done from
And
losing to
that-
Alan.
and that's why Kirito is a bad character.
Oh, yes, no, Kirito is an
So-
example of the exact opposite problem.
That's what I was going to say. That's the reason it doesn't fully
Kirito
bother
in the
me with
now,
Ash.
see, now that's the thing about the first season, I would say Kirito is a good character in Sword Art Online.
I wouldn't.
But no, only because you can't not have him. You can't have. Well, he loses. He loses a couple times.
He
is not.
does?
Yeah. In fact, he loses. They bullcrap the ending of that resolution of the arc, but he loses to Heathcliff.
Oh wait, he did technically.
He lost to Heathcliff. He had trouble against other bosses until he did something to fix it. But he also couldn't lose to a boss enemy. That would require him to die in the video game, which would make him die for real.
Yeah,
you have to write some level of plot armor there.
Yeah,
But Kirito had an appropriate amount. It was everything after where Kirito's plot armor just got disgusting and he did things that were physically impossible.
Yeah, the reason...
Like literally they explained in one season that he could not dual wield. He was just single wielding 2 swords at the same time.
I hate
That is
so
when we
much.
get to the problem with Kirito. But in the first season of Sora Online, Kirito's character was actually written halfway competently, at least as far as his plot armor is concerned.
And then...
Everything around Now, if you want to say that everything else surrounding Kirito's character is stupid,
And-
you are entitled to that. But saying his plot armor is a problem in that season, I would disagree with.
And then for the second season, he had a tall order of adamantium plot armor, so...
No. Second season is where his plot armor gets ridiculous and it stays that way because he literally goes in the shooting game, picks a sword, and owns everyone in a shooter with a melee weapon. Because his reacting time is so fast that he can cut bullets. So as you can see, the creator of this manga, this novel / anime, knew nothing about romance or video games. But the first season, he got plot armor right.
Literally, the creator has stated he knew a plot hole was there when writing, he just ignored it.
It's just...
I would say the first season is at least the best of the worst. I would like to think it deserves that much. It could be considered okay if you don't like Sword Art Online. But if you look at everything else could be considered garbage.
The first season is the slightly dirty toilet next to the one that's
And
overflowing.
while I like Sword Art Online, but just like it, that it's blindly optimistic. In fact, the main character just keeps owning things. I would admit, from objective point of view, only the first season can be considered.
Sword Art Online is just a downward spiral.
Also, on a side note, because we're apparently adding things because they're so popular from the anime of Pokemon, does that mean that at some point I'm going to be able to destroy almost anything with my level 100 Pikachu?
Hey, Ash Pikachu's a thing.
But we don't know what that's going to do.
You know what that's gonna do.
We
Never
don't know
mind.
what
Battle
that's
Bond
going...
Pikachu.
Oh, hold on! I have to
I
make
mean,
him.
if we're gonna go off anime, I mean, it might as well be some kind of system where I can have my basic Pokemon, like I can have a level 100 and something, my level 100 Cubone, and my level 100 Cubone can face anything and kill it.
So at the current point in time, Sun and Moon are not out. We've been talking about that leak, but by the time this goes
You've
out,
all seen the memes.
yes. But what I was gonna reference today, I saw this reaction, or it might have been last night. It was like to the Ash Pikachu, and someone was like, "How is the Ash Pikachu a thing?" And it was like, so some kid came to the Alola region and he got hit on the head with a coconut and died. Here, take his Pikachu.
That was a people's joke explanation.
Everyone is doing funny reactions to the new leaks. The reaction to Ash's Pikachu, which is called Ash's Pikachu, was like, so some kid named Ash came to the region, he got hit on the head with a coconut, and he died. Take his Pikachu. Because they're like...
No, I mean...
No, it was a joke.
The fact that and the Ash Greninja exist only support my thing more that Pokemon's running slowly out of ideas.
And there's no Alolan Pikachu, just Alolan Raichu.
Well, our Pikachu has always gotten special treatment, which I'm going to use this time to segue into an opinion I have, which I bet is very...
These are element-based, by the way. No, Carson can take
Yeah,
it
the color voice was down on it. Coral, but anyway, an opinion that I know this is probably going to be unpopular that I have with Pokemon is I hate it. I really do hate it when a first or middle form gets more love and attention than a final form because of how a first and middle form are designed to be useless. While Pikachu is the mascot, I think Raichu is better and really should have been the mascot because it's the final stage, and I have always hated for years Pikachu getting special treatment like the cosplay forms, and I would say Volt Tackle, but you can, you know, use a Thunderstone after you get Volt Tackle into him, so...
You get Volt Tackle from a Pichu.
Yeah. Well,
No! You have to...
You have to breed it in.
You have to breed it in to a Pichu from a Pikachu that, no, it's a weird...
No, actually, you know how you get that? At least in Gen 3, I don't know how it's done afterwards. You have to have a Pikachu with a light ball.
Oh, wait.
You breed a Pikachu with a light ball.
And it creates a
Volt Tackle.
Pichu with Volt Tackle.
And then they can
Okay,
be
so the
passed
whole
on.
point, I've grabbed all these items, but what you're supposed to do is follow these,
Trident
tridents.
arrows.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Pikachu has an exclusive item to make him competitively viable, and I hate that item along with
I forget about you need a light ball. Because getting light balls in Pokemon is harder now because they're just
Usually it's a very low
percent on a random Pikachu, yes.
Do not fight here. Just don't do it. Also, hit this thing.
These explode. You have to target it.
I don't.
Oh.
Now I can come in here without using the water thing. So if you do fight in there, load that up first.
Anyway, like I said, I hate any non-final form to be competitively usable. That's why I despise the item Eviolite, so I right now don't like the Ash Pikachu because it's yet another thing to make Pikachu
let's
better.
Let's not get you started on the Eevee Z power.
Oh yeah, I hate that one too.
Well, see, that's just something else that's discovered. Well,
Sora!
I can understand where you're coming from with that.
Okay.
And I completely understand that point. And I agree that, you know, I don't understand why we didn't make Ash's Pikachu a Raichu. But I think it was mainly because, I don't know, for some reason, even though you designed Pokemon, you said that Pikachu was cuter than Raichu. And so you were like, well, let's go with the cute.
I can explain this. Okay. This is a kind of well-known fact. So, the initial, mascot was going to be, Clefairy. That's why there's a weird, non-canon manga that has Clefairy in it. But, they, wanted to appeal to a wider audience. Women and moms voted for Pikachu. So, Pikachu was made the mascot to appeal to women and moms because women and moms found Pikachu cuter. So, they had to make a rule that Ash would never...
Well, and see, that's like... I'm just...
That completely takes out one of the whole aspects
Packs
of
of
Pokemon, which is
Pokemon.
evolving Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yes, that's why I hate, and that's why I know this will be a very controversial statement. I kind of hate it when people say their favorite Pokemon is a middle or first form.
Well, except that some people's favorite Pokemon is probably actually Pikachu, and they probably never evolved Pikachu. In
And
fact, there are people who do that.
And I hate
And that, at least in that regard, I think it's
I am
justifiable to say, oh, that's my favorite Pokemon.
Cubone's cool.
I am
Marowak's cooler.
And higher stats!
I am completely sorry for this, but I hate that mentality, and literally one of the reasons I didn't use the Horde battle, well, I only made one competitive Pokemon in X and Y, part of the reason I didn't use the Horde battle strategy, a lot of people recommended using a Teddiursa for that, and I cannot bring myself to over-level a first form. I can't
Well, see,
do
now,
it.
you say overlevel a first form. Like, what if you have to get moved by over-leveling a first form?
Okay.
No, what I mean is I cap it as a Teddiursa. If you have to over-level a first form to get a move, as soon as it gets that move, I am making it its final form.
But you can cap it, and when it evolves, it'll still get all that stats.
Except this is a set where you're using a Teddiursa to Eevee train that will not become an Ursaring.
I didn't understand that the end game was that it was going to be Teddiursa. I thought
it has to stay a Teddiursa because of Teddiursa's ability.
Well, okay, but that's my problem. But okay, you can evolve it when it gets level 100.
No, you
No,
can't.
you can't.
What do you mean?
If a Pokemon is left as a first form and made level 100, the experience caps. It can't get a level up. It can't
No.
evolve.
When it level up to level 100, I'll try to evolve.
You have to leave it at Teddiursa at level 100 to do the Eevee training trick.
Because it...
It will try to level up at level 100, but you need a level 100 Teddiursa for this very quick way of Eevee training.
See, I would do that just because it's a optimized way to do something.
Because I can't...
That's like saying, oh, I can't bring myself to listen to that beeping noise in Kingdom Hearts 2, so I'm just gonna level up the manual way. That to me, that's the same argument.
I don't know what beeping noise you're
No.
talking about.
When
Oh, well.
okay, hold on. Here's a key difference.
I'll make sure to turn up your
I
Um,
should turn off your headphones.
there's a grinding trick in Kingdom Hearts 2 where Sean would go into critical health and you'll
Oh,
hear an obnoxious beeping, but here's the difference.
Well, no, but you only have to. Oh, wrong.
You have
But
to.
you only have to do it for that one Teddy Ursa.
Yeah, for
So you
Which
can
is-
just make that Teddy Ursa. It doesn't have to be an Eevee trained Teddy Ursa.
First, just a strange, for just a very strange side tangent. Despite this level being underwater, all the enemies here are ice or electric based.
I didn't go to the tournament I was going to go to.
Nope,
No.
you didn't.
No, you did.
You're making noise like it's a huge mistake.
My question of the day is, do you guys think Cynthia has a good team in Pokemon? I personally think it's one of the best champion teams simply because it's really well-rounded. I really love Garchomp, Lucario, and Roserade and think they're all amazing Pokemon. Milotic's amazing as well. I feel Togekiss and Spiritomb are okay. They're better in that generation, but they're not bad. I think her team is amazing. Brian seemed to disagree. And as a bonus question, because I have a pretty good suspicion you'll agree with me here, what do you guys think of Atlantica? I think the world is fucking stupid and is very poorly designed and one of the worst worlds in all of Kingdom Hearts, but I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the matter, so leave them in the comments. If you have any other thoughts and opinions on what we said in the commentary, be sure to add them to the comments as well. We love hearing from you guys, and it can really help the channel grow and expand.